continuing focus on Kolkata's fire tragedy that has claimed 73 lives.
That's right, at the AMRI hospital. It was a fire which broke out at 3:30 a.m. At the moment, after Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, visited the hospital site, she's cancelled the licenses of AMRI hospital. Officials confirm 73 people dead, as you see that flash going on. Most of them patients who suffocated when the fire broke out at the basement of the hospital. This is one of the first reactions coming from the hospital. Dr. Satyabrata Upadhyay, Senior Vice President of the AMRI hospital, at this press conference.
How many patients were there?
160.
And the 70 who have died, are they all patients?
The patients.
They're all patients?
They're all patients.
What about the staff?
Staff, there are 3 casualties.
3 dead. So the total of 73 is the toll.
Right.
Sir, your fire systems, can you tell us a little about that?
I have already told them that there was in place. It's an accident, so we are looking into why the fire. We have got all the fire system in place. We have got fire drills over there. People have done code brown. All these things are on record.
When was the last time a fire was there?
Of course, that I cannot give you at the moment, but it is a regular process. There is a process for it.
Did you have extinguishers, etc. at the hospital?
Yes.
Were they working?
Yes.
Were there smoke detectors?
Yes.
So all that happened and all that was there, did they fail or what happened?
See, I do not know the fire nature may have overcome that thing, so we are looking into that matter.
No, but so if everything was in place, why did this happen?
Please speak louder. Please speak it louder.
If everything was in place, why did this happen?
We are looking into that. We are inquiring into that thing, and we'll get back to the.
The fire apparently was detected at 2:30. When did you call the fire brigade?
Fire was not 2:30. Fire was detected at 3:30. We have all the records.
Okay.
So when the inquiry comes, we'll give the authority all the records.
So what time did you all call the fire brigade?
We have called the fire brigade in time in 10 minutes of fire.
And the fire brigade came after how long?
They came in. We have got record, and we proceed to the authorities.
So we are being told by locals and by patient parties that the fire smoke was detected around 2 o'clock, and some of them wanted to take their patients away and were not
I
allowed.
do not have comment because we have the records. We have the records of the whole thing. And this is also gone to the Lal Bazar and all these things. They know where is the timing.
The hospital's license is apparently being cancelled. Are you aware of that?
If that is the law, course of the law, we have to accept it.
The main allegation is that despite the fact that, this hospital charged a lot of fee, fire safety measures were simply not in place, which is why this tragedy took place.
I have told you earlier also it was in place. It was in place. We are looking into the why, and fire brigade will hold an inquiry, and it will come out. Facts will come out. And we have all the things in records.
But you insist that your fire equipment, etc.,
I insist the fire equipment are okay.
That reaction coming in from Kolkata, that's Dr. Satyabrata Upadhyay, the Senior Vice President of AMRI Hospital, obviously not saying much, but much has been put into question on the role played by the hospital staff, authorities, not just in terms of reacting to the emergency situation that broke out after the fire in the basement at 3:30 a.m., but also about whether the hospital really had any fire safety norms in place and whether it was equipped to handle a situation of this nature. Of course, more pertinent questions being raised, more painful questions being raised about what was really done to rescue patients who were trapped, who really couldn't move on their own. Most of the patients, we believe, were in critical care wards like the ICU in the hospital. Those pictures, of course, came in from our correspondent Priyanka Gupta, who reported from inside the hospital earlier in the day from those several floors in that major super speciality hospital. These are reactions of families of victims who died in that fire this morning.
The hospital authorities did not pull out any patient. The patient's relatives did it. My sister died due to smoke and suffocation. My brother went and pulled my sister out.
This hospital is not secure in any form.
At around 12:30, fire started, but from the hospital authority, nobody has taken care. And they have started only after 4. And this dead body was shifted from this building, that annexure. It was shifted at around 7 a.m.
Total sickness single person helped them. You asked, not a single casualty from the hospital. It's all the patients who died. They all came down, leaving alone all these patients, and they choked to death.
Victims' families alleging that the hospital staff did not come to their rescue. Let's listen into Priyanka Gupta of CNN IB, and she gets us a report from inside that hospital.
We're inside the AMRI hospital, the scene of the terrible tragedy that befell this hospital in the wee hours of the morning. You can see an ordinary cabin for patients completely turned upside down. The window panes are broken. You can see perhaps a patient was brought here on the stretcher right here, and he tried to come outside the window, trying to break free. Somehow, eerie feeling that you can get here at the corridors, completely full of charcoal and smoke. The smoke is still coming out the walls. It's extremely hot here. Absolutely deserted. This particular area has been thankfully sanitized, but this scene, of course, here somehow gives you a sense of what exactly happened. Patients who were critical and were admitted in this hospital, absolutely paralyzed when smoke started engulfing the hospital. They tried to break open that window over there, which is completely just broken open by the fire officials as well as the patients. Many of them tried to climb down, taking many of them took these curtains out and tried to hang out from the building, and those are the scenes that keep dominating this particular tragedy that we have seen right here at AMRI.